Hey guys, so I have the window open. If it's going to be loud, then it's going to be loud because I can't have the fan on, and houses in the UK do not have air conditioning a lot of the time, so that's just really fun in like a heat wave. It's about time, UK, to catch up because we do have heat waves now. Today I'm doing my favorite summertime palette. I did this for springtime. I'm a bit late on the summertime. Summertime started like a while ago, so I'm a little bit late on that one, but I want to do this for each season because I feel like a lot of people use whatever palettes they have all year long, but some people do like to switch them up for summertime. I feel like this might give you some inspiration. If you have something similar, you can use that. If you have these exact ones, you might remember to use them again, and you might just find some dupes and just some good palettes that you might have forgotten about. My social media will be in the description along with my drama channel, anything else you might need to find. Subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment for engagement, and let's get into it. So let's start out with, I guess we'll go like least affordable to most affordable in some sense of that word. So Colourpop came out with these tiny quads in this like plastic packaging, which I thought was really cute, and I think this formula is outstanding for Colourpop. I don't know what they did with these mattes, but they're so buttery and smooth. So literally they have 6 of these. Pick whichever one works for your skin tone, whichever one you think will be your summertime palette. I think they're all just so nice and like soft glam kind of a look. This would be ideally my summertime shade. It's called Creamsicle, and it's a pinky soft glam palette. You get one smoother shimmer shade for like the inner corner brow bone, you get one more chunky glittery one for the eyelid, and you get these two. This basically looks like this, which is a whole different palette that I'll show you guys, but it's very similar. You get this like raspberry pinky shade and then this like nice pink shade. I think this one is perfect for me for the summertime, and look how tiny it is. It's just like perfect. And I think just pick whichever one of these you like and you're gonna love it because this quality is amazing. I don't know what they did with this one. Barbie and Colourpop. If you're able to get it, get it. I think it's like, it's the Malibu Barbie edition, and I think this is perfect for summertime. I loved the look I came out with this one. I used this as like the main shade, and then this a little bit, and this. I just think these are some of the most summertime looking shadows that I have. I think you get the blues, you get, you know, the yellows, the pinks, the golds. I just think this is a perfect summertime palette, and once again, the quality is outstanding. It's an amazing formula. Then I'm not sure which one is more affordable out of these ones, but I'll just go in whatever order. The Kaleido Sashimi City palette, I have it on my eyes today. It's like a duochrome pink with a yellow gold on the inner corner. I just think this palette is amazing. So these all are just buttery and smooth and super blendable. I used this on all over the lid, and it shifts from a browny coppery to a hot pink, which is why it looks so stunning on the eyes. It's so wet and chunky, and yes, you get a lot of glitter, so you can use a glitter glue just to stick these down properly. And I used this on the inner corner. It's like a yellow gold. It just looks amazing and wet, and I just think this is a great summertime palette. You can literally just use one of these, you can use multiple of these, you can really just mix it up however you want, but I think it's just good for the summertime. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think this is gonna be a favorite of mine. And this is a recent find of mine, the Nabla Cutie analog palette. It's one of their smaller 6-pan ones, but the pans are huge. I just think this is so good for like a soft glam summertime look, mainly with this shade called Overexposed. Look at this. I just think it's so special, so super special, and I just think this will look so stunning in the summertime. Like the look I created was amazing. This shade here is just like the most stunning, like sunset. It's giving me gold, it's giving me summertime, it's giving me sunshine. I just love this palette so much. The quality is amazing. You get enough to do like a softer look, a deeper look. I just think it's amazing, and I think this will be like another staple of mine this summertime. I love this palette, and I just think it's like the perfect size as well. Look at these shades. Oh, actually, this one is more affordable, even though it's a higher end brand, but let's just get into the higher end now. Natasha Denona Retro palette. It's the mini retro. I think this is like my most summertime palette. I like this for like the softer looks. You get this chunky pink, which I just think is, once again, just like a really stunning shade. You can use this just all over your eyelid. It's super sparkly, super shiny. You get a gray, you get one of these like smoother pinks, which I also think is just perfect for the summertime. It's a lot more, you know, flat than this one, but I think it just looks stunning on the eyelids. It's super simple. It's like, you know, the shades are blendable. You can amp it up with a gray. You can keep it as like a soft pink look for like the beach. And it's just, I think it's just like a good light look for like everyday makeup. If you like to do like skin tints and you want the eyeshadow to match the vibe of your makeup look, then I'd suggest something like this. But they have a bunch of these small ones, which I think are amazing, an amazing investment. I love these. Then we get into our higher end. For ABH, I picked the Emrazy palette. If you can get it, get it. First of all, this packaging. is so good. And I just think this is such a good summertime palette. You get like obviously some staple mattes, like always. I just feel like these are like really good, solid summertime shades. You get an eyeliner, but you can amp these up. You can make like a very soft glam look. But then you get into these shimmers, and I think they're just so special. They did something with these that is just so different. Like, look at that one. Look at it. You also have two glitters, which are like just so incredible. I'm trying to show you as many as possible. Yeah, there you go. Like this in the summertime, in like the sunlight, like you're obviously going to look like a goddess. I just think these are really good summertime shades to amp up any look. Look at this one. So yeah, I just think this is going to be a good staple palette for me. I remember trying it and I wasn't so convinced to buy it at first, and then I saw it on a sale and I got it, and I've just been obsessed with this palette ever since. It's one of my favorite ABH palettes. I love Soft Glam, I love Norvina, and I love this one the most. I think they're just the most stunning palettes in the world. And obviously the formula is amazing, and I feel like the shimmers on this are so much more elevated than the usual ABH formula for some reason. Even though the usual ABH formula is amazing as well, I just think there's something so special about this formula. The shimmers, they're all just like so stunning, and I think you can create like a pink look, a brown look. I just think it's a good summertime palette. I was on the fence about which one to pick, but I didn't want to pick too many palettes. Natasha Denona bronze palette is the one that made the cut for today for the big palettes. I think this is just, it's summertime in a palette. I just think you can't go wrong with this one. This shifts from gold to pink. This is my favorite shimmer of this whole palette because it just looks really special in the eyes. It shifts, does a thing. You get some of these like more chunky formulas like this one, which is just so much more reflective. You get some smoother ones. I think you can just create so many different looks with these mattes. You also get this really special like violet, almost gray shade, which I think is just, wow. I'm like running out of space. Like this one in the summertime, you literally look like a filter on Instagram. Like you look like one of those like warm, saturated filters. And I think this is just such a good warm time, summertime palette. I remember wearing this and feeling amazing. I was like, this is just like such a good look for me. This one in the middle is also summertime sunshine. I think it just reminds me of like warm beach. I think you can like do very light looks. You can do some deeper looks. You can deepen up with this one in the black. You can do eyeliner, you can do smoky, you can do just like these transition shades with just like a gold on top, and you've got like a very nice subtle soft glam type of a look. I think this is ABH soft glam but like slightly elevated, if that makes sense. Like I feel like they've like taken that idea and just like ran with it really far, like they sprinted with it. So I think like if you look at this, doesn't this remind you of summertime? Like to me this screams beach. This like all of these swatches, just beach time, warm, yummy. Like I think this is just such a good look. And then the last one is moving away from these shades ever so slightly, because I feel like these are all very warm, just very warm. We get the Pat McGrath. I was wondering like which Pat McGrath palette to put in, because I like to have one in there just in case you guys wanted to see them. The Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 is the one that made a cut, because I think it's the most saturated, the most pink, the most fun in that way. These four, like always, though I have to repeat myself, the Blitz Astral shades are just incredible. I'll show you. This is a multi-chrome, which like was the selling point of this palette. It shifts from green to all kinds of different yummy shades. Look at this. It looks like an oil slip. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, then you get this stunning copper shade, which like, once again, also just summertime in a shade. This one is one of my favorites. It's like a glitter, glimmery goodness. You can't properly see it, but if you add it on top of anything else, it just looks stunning. And then you get this like yellow gold, which for summertime is just incredible. I'm like trying to twist my arm. You also get these regular shimmers here, which are just smooth and buttery. I love using these as my inner corner highlight. Like if you look at that, it's got like a slightly pink tint, which just looks incredible in the eyes. You can use that as like a dab in the center, or you can just, you know, use that as the inner corner highlight. You get this one, which I use that in the crease as well. With Pat McGrath, you can use the mattes in the crease. These are basically topper shades or like eyelid shades. But you can also use these shimmers in the crease and they don't flake or anything like that. Look at this one in the crease. Are you kidding me? Or like all over the eyelid. And the mattes are like always super buttery. And if you look at this again, like this just gives me summertime. Like the golds are like the sunshine type shades. This one's just super special. This popsicle type of shade. This like inner corner pink hue. I just think these are amazing palettes, and once again, like I think this is just giving me summertime vibes. I love to bring this out every summertime. I think I got this around summertime last year, and I used this palette to no end. Like I don't remember using much else. I think this palette just like overtook, mainly with these shades here. I just think this is a great summertime addition, and I think that is it for today's video. It was a very short one compared to all my other ones, but I just think like, look, if you need summertime, you've got summertime. I'll do these for autumn and winter as well, because I just think it's like nice to like try to think of a theme for summertime. I think it's just like, this just gets me excited for the season and just gets me excited for makeup again. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you want to comment down below, and subscribe to those videos every time I think of something to do. So hit that bell, be notified when that's happening. Social media links, any other links in the description. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.